What's up, NASDAQ Nation? Straight off the DJI Pocket 2 camera, let's get it. Bow. Let's get it, man. What is up, NASDAQ Nation? It's your boy Drew the Birdie with another little short episode. And today, I'm showing you guys a little strategy that you can just add to your tool bag. This doesn't have to be like your primary strategy or whatever, but this can just be something else to look at that could get you a little bit more wins, you know? So, in this strategy, man, I'll be addressing the break of a trend using a trend line. I know it's very basic, but it's a good tool to use, man, just for visuals. And then I'll be addressing the respected support and resistance, and then a perfect entry candle that has to have a top or a bottom wick depending on if it's going up or if it's going down. That will help you trade with the trend. And then we have our risk management in the strategy, to where your stop loss will be at your previous candle. And I'll be scaling from like 5 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. So right in that London session, and then New York overlap from that like 8 to 12 gap. And yeah, man. And also I'll be showing you guys how to turn those extra losses into break-even trades. So let's get into it, man. I'm so hyped. I've been back testing this a lot, and I think it's just something that you can add to your tool bag, man. Something else just to look for if you don't really know where you're going into your trading. And I would say that this is for like people. So like if you look at these charts and you understand trend line and support and resistance, this is for you. If not, maybe you need to go to babypips.com or in other words, linoacosta.com. So yeah, man, let's get into it. So this is my first example. So in this strategy, step one is you have to address the trend, right? So say that you were watching. Okay, so price is trending up. As you can tell, you are creating higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, and then you're waiting for that break of structure. So right here, higher high, higher low, higher high, and then it breaks structure right there. So it's creating a equal low or a lower low. Okay, so you would place your trend line where trend is breaking, and so I like to place my trend lines right at the bottom, which is like when a bearish candle stops and then a bullish candle opens. So like whenever a bearish candle closes, and then when a bullish candle opens, which creates this right here, this little bottom right here. And so you're watching and trend breaks right there. You can establish it easy with the trend line. Now, if bearish candles start to form, what does that mean? That means that resistance is formed. Also with a bullish candle, if a bullish candle is formed, automatic support. So we can box that in right there. So there is support. So that is like even stating, okay, price is trending up, it's created support, so let's wait for a break. You place your trend line, and then you establish that there's resistance made because there's a bunch of bearish candles being formed. Also, you can see that there's there is two tops. So that's called a double top. Also meaning that that's just something to look for in price action and candlestick patterns. So you're waiting for your trend to break, which it has. You establish your resistance, and now you're waiting for a liquidity swing. And from my previous videos, man, all liquidity swing is to where price hits a certain point, it dips down, and it comes back and it tests that previous resistance right there. So you have your trend line, you have your resistance supported, and then you have your liquidity swing. Now you know it is time to enter. So that's what I was talking about with you have to have, so on this liquidity swing, you're waiting for that break of trend, liquidity swing, and then you're waiting for a candle, a strong rejection candle off of that resistance, which is the green box right there. And it needs to have a top wick, meaning that price is going down. Same thing with a bullish candle. If price wants to go up, it needs to have a bottom wick. Perfect example is right here, right? So that's meaning if it has a bottom wick, it wants to go up. And if it has a top wick like this candle right here, price wants to go down. So you're waiting for that big rejection. Bam. And it's right there, it hits. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna place your trade right there. And it has to be a perfect candle with a top wick that respects that resistance. Because when that happens, that means that you are selling, so you are trading with the trend. Trend is already broken and it wants to go down. So you place your trade right there, and your stop loss is going to be at your previous candle or at your entry candle if it is higher than your previous candle. Most of the time it'll be like a 1-to-1 risk to reward, or like a 1-to-5, and maybe if you get a perfect entry, it'll be like a 1.8 to a 2 or a 2.5. So me, I like to target 20 points, 20 pips on every trade. And I also like to have 3 positions. I like to have that runner to maximize the most wins that you, or to like maximize in your position the most. You're getting the most out of what you getting the most out of that trade. So we're watching, and price did not hit that 20 pips. So to turn those extra losses into break-even trades, what you can do to secure your profits, or to like secure you not losing as much. So if you're wanting to get 10 or like 15 to 20 pips, right? You go in right here, and as soon as you hit 10 pips, so right here you're at 88, and you're wanting to get to 78, which is 10 pips. So right there, as soon as you hit 10 pips, to secure your wins and to decrease your losses, which is risk management, close your stop loss. Okay, this is going to help you guys tremendously, man. This turns those extra losses into break-even trades. You can look at traders like Don Vo. I mean, even Rajah Banks, man. They'll hit that certain, or Juvier, if y'all watch him on YouTube, man. Joovier. He's a cool trader, man. I love his energy and his content. He hits a certain point, and then he'll close his stop loss. And so once you hit that, it literally helps you not lose. So if you've been struggling with that, man, that is a great tip. So with me, honestly, how I like to trade is I'll take it to about 15 pips, and then I'll close my stop loss entirely. So yeah, man, that is my strategy, and I want to show you guys another example. And again, man, like, you gotta put in them hours and back test your strategy, man. Like, it is very essential, and TradingView is so easy. So right here. Alright, so here we go. This is another great example. So you see that price is trending downwards, and this is on the 5-minute time frame. That's all I really like to trade. Sometimes I look at the 15-minute to see what the overall trend is for the day, but mostly I like to execute on the 5-minute. I'll class myself as a 100% scalper. I like quick candles. I don't want to be waiting for 30 minutes for a candle, whatever. So price is trending down, so you're waiting for that break, and right there it breaks, because you put your trend line right here on this little equal top right here, another one, and then bam, it breaks through. So what you're waiting for is that trend line, and then you're waiting for the bounce. You're waiting for your swing, because there's been support created right here. and price is respecting it. And so right here, you don't really have that good of a rejection. It's not a perfect candle. This one right here was pretty good, but for me, that's not strong enough, so I would kind of wait and be patient. And then right there. So you have one swing, and then you have another one to follow up. So the best thing is if you don't think that rejection is strong enough, bro, just wait. Wait for that perfect candle. That'll help you a lot. And so you have one swing right there, and then you have another one. And even there was support even created in that, which price respected, and that's even more support to your claim saying that price wants to go up. So there's support right there, and then there's more support right here because price did not break below that level. And then right there you have your perfect entry candle. It is a strong rejection on previous support, and it has a bottom wick saying that price wants to go up. And so you enter right there, and since this candle right here is lower than that one, to be even more safe, I will put my stop loss right below that wick. So you see, you're just watching, you're watching, and bam, you get hit right there. Perfect trade. And you could have closed your stop loss. So you entered at 53, so you could have closed your stop loss at 63 or even 68 for 15 pips. So your trade would have looked like this after you would have hit, I would say 68, which would have been 15 pips. So once you hit that mark, go ahead and close your stop loss to decrease your losses. That is risk management, you guys. I'm telling you, those that are just now getting into the game, man, pay attention to these things from like the top traders and how they trade. Try to pick off how they trade. You gotta learn off of them because they're the pros, man, you know. So you would close your stop loss out after you would have secured those 10 or 15 pips to where it's a break-even trade, even if you lose. And so right there, bam, perfect trade right there, you guys. Let me show you one more. This is another really good setup right here. Okay, so this would have been at 4 o'clock. This is just from you. So like, say that I like to scale from 5 to 130. So say that you hop on the charts at 5 and you're watching to what happened. You're just scaling a little bit. So now it's 5 o'clock. You see that you're uptrending. You would draw your trend line, and bam, price got rejected, or price created resistance. And anytime you see that a bearish candle, which means that resistance is formed, dude, box it in. Go ahead and just see that visually and box it in. So now we're waiting for that liquidity swing. It's swinging, and I wouldn't have gotten in right there because that's not a big top wick, but that is a good rejection. And I don't know, that it just doesn't look right with me in my eyes because I've been back testing this a lot, and if I really don't, or I think it's too risky, bro, just wait. It'll show. I'm telling you, it will show. You just have to wait and be patient and wait for that perfect candle. So right around, you're waiting for that swing, and bam, you see a even better candle, or an even bigger rejection with a bigger top wick showing. That is a perfect candle right there. And all it is you're just waiting for that big swing, and you can even box that in because that's even more support. And bam, so you would get in right there. Your stop loss would be at this candle or the previous candle, probably right above that wick. And I know that this is a 27 pip stop loss, but the odds are with you right now, you know. And you would have hit this trade in 10 minutes, dude. So once you would have hit that 10 or 15 pip point, you could have gone ahead and you could have closed your lot size to like 10. Say that you don't want to risk 20 or that whole candle, so you can put it at half the candle, you know, or just give it a little bit more. Like instead of risking that 23 pip stop loss, you could put it at 15 even, especially with this big or good looking of a candle. And so yeah, you would have hit this trade I mean perfectly, dude, absolutely perfectly. And I don't know, man, this is just something that I really like to look for, and it's just a really effective strategy. I mean, even right here, you have your trend, you have your break, and so you're waiting for that swing, and it came back up, and it closed bearish with a big top wick. And yeah, I mean, just perfect entry candle right there. And this strategy gets you away from all the BS, dude. Like all the movements like that are funky around like news like this. Like, come on, man. And yeah, that's the strategy, and I just hope you guys can learn off of this. And yeah, man. Been another short little video, and I hope you guys learn, and I hope you guys enjoy, man. Peace.